Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Winston. Today I'm going to talk about China teacher brand because it's required by my fan. Actually, I only have few fans. Actually, I talk about this simply because it's required by the JK Black. Okay, hello, JK Black. So today I'm going to talk about China teacher brand. Okay, recently the China teacher brand, he uploaded a video in talking about the freedom of China. He said, firstly he just gave us a video. He's talking in this video, a boy who was playing the basketball, and suddenly the police car come, and the boy just hide behind the car because he doesn't want to expose to the car. Which means because the boy must be honest because he is so young, and his reaction is also so real. Simply means the people actually scared the police. That's make people really thinking a lot. Why this happened? Why the police is set up to protect us, but the people just scare them? And based on this, the China's teacher brand, he also said, okay, at least, maybe many people believe China is a free of country, but at least in this point, China has more freedom because people don't fear. People never. This never happened in the China. Chinese people will never see a police car come and hide. That's what the China teacher brand said. I don't want to judge anything on the ideological. That's so hard to explain. But I will give you my comprehension about these points. Why and also because I used to live in the US for almost 4 years. I will use my experience and my comprehension and what I learned from our Chinese culture to talk about why this happened. The thing is like that. There is a point I always believe, that is the freedom could not be produced. The freedom is only can be reserved. Yeah, cannot be produced, only be reserved. So what this means? Even the police, the system is set up to to get involved with our private life, to get into our daily life, something like that. But it's still taking the freedom away from us. Yeah, even the police, the system is set up to protect our freedom, but it's still taking freedom away from us. So it's kind of like the free market, like we always require the government to manage the economy, but the best way to manage the economy is that the government never get into. The government just free from the economy. That's the best solution to keep our freedom. It's not just invite them to our personal life. I have to say, in terms of this, my experience, actually the American, because they they kind of worship the rules and worship the regulation, and they believe in the regulation could solve all of this problem. That's the reason why in American, people are tended to have a more on the law and the regulation tend to get involved in people's personal life deeper than China. The reason why Chinese regulation, Chinese law doesn't get involved in the personal life, one reason is because our tradition and our government tend to just want to keep stable of the society in the general. They don't want to get involved with the personal life so deep because they know the only thing they want you to do is just obey them. So they know if they get involved in your personal life too deep, you will fighting against with them. That's why they will leave just reserve a freedom for the people. That's what I believe. And also, it's because the Chinese culture still tend to be, we have a more tradition to reserve, not like US. So when people getting along with each other, when especially even the place they are Chinese, and when they take care of all of this issue, they just don't simply apply the rules and the regulation on everything. Yeah, they're not like the machine, like the American police. Yeah, and Chinese police are much more flexible. That is why even maybe the you can see in the US the system, the democracy gave the officer more limitation, but when they apply this, actually the American system is more crucial and more harsh than the Chinese government. This is why maybe people are scared. Okay. This is my point. And I also, if you are interested in Chinese culture, I could tell you how the Chinese people think about this issue. Okay, these words in this very old Chinese philosophy is called 无为而治, which means 无为而治. I will pronounce very clear. You can ask your Chinese friend what is 无为而治. It means rule by doing nothing. Rule by doing nothing. It's always the best way to manage it. I'm pretty sure sometimes the governments may have this kind of philosophy because they know if you could not get involved with the personal life too deep. And also, there's also another Chinese word, Chinese saying that is, maybe it's too long. It's a challenge for you. But if you're very interested in Chinese culture, you can ask your Chinese friend what that means. It means 相濡以沫不如相忘于江湖. Okay, I think it's challenging. It's challenging for you. Okay, but I'm going to use a very simple word to explain. That is, in the water, there is two fish. They try to help each other and do a very subtle favor to help each other because both of them are in the dilemma. But the Chinese philosophy say, okay, they help each other when both of them are in very difficult time. Okay, this experience is very touching and it's very memorable, and the bond between the two fish is so deep. It's fantastic. But what if they never get into the dilemma and they never they help each other? They never have this bond. Maybe it's better. So you get what that means. People, the law and the legal system, they are set up to protect us. But what if we don't have the legal system? We don't have all this police. We don't need them. Maybe it's the best. Okay, this is the rule by doing nothing. And even the police, they come here. Okay, they're fighting against with crime. But do you know that? Actually, they also create the hatred. Right? So it's become a recycle, and everything just getting worse and worse. That's why we needed to, how do you say it? We needed this philosophy, rule by doing nothing. If Americans, they don't worship the rules so much, maybe their country will be more peaceful. Okay, that's my point. Maybe you disagree with me. If you really disagree, you can leave a comment. And also welcome you to subscribe me and especially give me a thumb up. Okay, it's almost 10 minutes. I still have to a little bit longer to extend to 10 minutes because the YouTubers, they love the video which is longer than 10 minutes. I will say, okay, okay, I also want to appreciate you, Jake Black. And you know, I'm not a very big YouTuber, and you always leave the comments and support me. That's really give me some how to say, give me passion to keep insisting in this job. I appreciate that. Okay. I also welcome you to ask me more questions, and we can how to say, we can learn from each other. Bye.